Take two objects, identical in every way, and release them at the exact same moment. They are traveling to the same destination, but each is restricted to a different path. This poses a classic challenge in physics. What curve allows a mass to reach the bottom in the shortest possible time? Most point to the straight blue line. Since a straight path is the shortest distance, we assume it is the most efficient route. But in a physical race, the straight line loses. The mass on the longer, swooping curve consistently reaches the bottom first. Human intuition tends to prioritize distance while ignoring the physics of acceleration. In this race, the obvious path is actually a slow one. This failure of intuition isn't an isolated mistake. It happens whenever we encounter physical forces that don't match our surface-level expectations. Consider what happens when you plunge a room temperature thermometer into a cup of hot tea. You expect the silver column to rise immediately. Instead, it dips. The heat hits the glass casing first, causing it to expand and increase the volume of the tube before the liquid inside has a chance to react. Or consider a flat metal plate with a tiny hole drilled through the center. If you heat that plate uniformly in an oven, it seems reasonable that the metal would expand inward and make the hole smaller. In reality, the hole expands. Every part of the metal moves away from the center of mass, pulling the edges of the hole outward, as if the void were made of the same expanding material as the plate. We see this again with two connected soap bubbles, one large, one small, isolated from outside air. Instead of equalizing, the small bubble collapses and forces its air into the larger one. The tighter curvature creates a higher internal pressure, driving the air toward the area of lower resistance. Analyzing these moments requires looking past what is seen to identify the mechanical drivers, like thermal expansion and surface tension, that dictate the actual outcome. Returning to our track, the shape winning the race is called the Brachistochrone, Greek for shortest time. The curve works by using a steep initial drop to trade altitude for immediate speed. It uses gravity to front-load as much acceleration as possible right at the start. Even though the track is physically longer, the object's average speed is so much higher that it completes the journey in less time than the object on the straight ramp. This specific geometry is a cycloid. If you roll a circle along a flat surface, any single point on its rim traces this exact path through the air. When you invert that path, you have the most efficient descent possible under the influence of gravity. The curve is a mathematical solution to a time optimization problem, where the shortest distance is discarded in favor of higher velocity. In 1696, Johann Bernoulli challenged the world's mathematicians to identify this curve. He hoped to showcase a problem testing the limits of their intellect. Bernoulli solved it by applying Fermat's principle of least time. He realized that the way light bends as it travels through different materials followed the same logic required for a falling object to find the fastest path. When the challenge reached Isaac Newton, he reportedly stayed up all night to find the solution, recognizing the curve as a segment of a cycloid. Proving this was the only possible solution required a new mathematical tool, the calculus of variations. While standard calculus finds a single point where a function is at its minimum, this method allows mathematicians to find an entire path or function that minimizes a value like time. This shift from finding a single number to finding an optimal curve expanded physics and engineering. The cycloid holds a second, even more surprising property regarding time. If you take a cycloid-shaped track and release several beads from different heights at once, you might expect the one closest to the bottom to finish first. Instead, they reach the center at the exact same instant. Beads starting higher up travel faster, perfectly compensating for the extra distance bounds for a pendulum. He ensured that every swing took the same amount of time, regardless of how wide the pendulum swung. This single shape solves two distinct problems. It provides the fastest possible descent and maintains a perfectly consistent period of oscillation. The drop in the thermometer, the expanding hole, and the curve of the bead all demonstrate that the obvious answer often overlooks the underlying mechanics. Observation provides the first look at the world, but it is the rigorous analysis of these forces that allows us to see how they actually function.